Welcome to WinSouls TV. This is your host, Jeff Thomas. Today I'd like to start off with a little story. So, majority of my life, I've always tried to start off the week very strong. I've always tried to start off whenever I'm starting something new. I'm always trying to start it off as hardcore as I possibly can, because for me, when I started off hard, then usually I maintain that all the way through to the end. So I'm setting the standard first, and then when I begin to set the standard, I typically begin to just take off, and just it's like a snowball effect. It just keeps getting better. All you have to do is just be consistent in life. Well, lately that has not necessarily been the case. I've been struggling with time management, and it's really been kicking my butt. But one of the common trends in my life is always starting something new. And when I am starting something new, always being consistent and continuing to move forward. Now, there are a lot of specific things that are going on. We have coronavirus going on. We have specific people picking up new tasks and new jobs because of the pandemic that's going on, and the order for us to stay in the house and this, that, and the other. So people are finding new ways to make an income. But with that, it's a very difficult time because a lot of people are out of work. And so with that, it's very difficult to trust in the Lord during these specific times. But I have a message of hope for anybody that is struggling right now. Listen to what the Lord has to say. In Isaiah 43:19, he says, "Behold, I will do something new. Will you not be aware of it? I will make even a roadway in the wilderness." Now, a lot of us are struggling right now, just like I said before. So we are in that wilderness time period, right? We are in that wilderness time period. But see, here's the thing. The Lord is creating a roadway, a path that is narrow, a path that is wide open, and a foolproof path for us to follow. All we have to do is latch on to Him and just ride His coattails. Basically, focus on the Lord during this time period. Focus on developing that relationship with the Lord, and you will begin to see that roadway that's necessary in this time of wilderness. When I think of the wilderness, I think of all of these trees. I think of the prickly vines. I think of bugs. You got the reporter that was trying to report something on the news, and he was, the bugs flying in his mouth. I think of all kinds of stuff, like that. I think of a thick forest. I think of moss. I think of little animals, that are jumping out, this, that, and the other. But the Lord is going to make it so that every time that we step forward, we can rest assured that He has it taken care of. So in this time of wilderness, in this time of doubt, in this time of moving in new things, all we have to do is just latch on to the Spirit of Jesus Christ. Spirit of Jesus Christ. It's easy to focus. It's easy for us to focus on our circumstances. It's easy for us to falter to the left and to the right, focusing on the things that are in the news, focusing on anything that can debilitate us, and even our own self-deprecating thoughts that can lead us down a path that is separating us from the identity that the Lord has told us that we are. But let me read something else to you. This is coming out of John 1 through 13. It says, "In the beginning was the Word was with God, and God is the Word. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not any one thing made that was made. In Him was life, and the life that was the light of men. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, full of grace and truth. So during this time period, there is nothing that has not been created by God. There is nothing that has not been created by God. So, we can begin to question God. Oh, well, why would you allow this to happen? Why would you allow this to happen? I think that we need to twist that question a little bit. I think that through this happening of these specific things and through these time periods, I think that we should more so be asking God, how can I better serve you to allow your light to shine through me so that your new thing that you are trying to do, that new roadway in the wilderness, can be made full, can come to fruition the way that you would like it to be made. Not your will, not my will, Lord, but yours. So during this time period, let's begin to focus on that roadway versus the thickets, the troubles, the wilderness that we are in right now. He has promised us that he will create that roadway in this thick forest, in this wilderness. So let's look for that roadway and let's begin to tap into our relationship with God so that we can be sensitive to it when he does open it. You guys be blessed. Have a good one.